On the happiest day of his life, Daniel heard a sentence that almost destroyed his marriage before it even began. Standing just steps away from his own wedding celebration, he heard his bride whisper, "I was with his brother yesterday." His heart stopped, because the man she was talking about was not a stranger. It was his own brother, the same brother who stood beside him on his wedding day, the same brother he trusted. But what Daniel discovered after that moment was something nobody at the wedding saw coming. Was his bride hiding a secret? Or was there a truth behind those words that would change everything? Before we go any further, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. And if you enjoy emotional stories filled with secrets, family drama, and unexpected twists, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new story. Now, back to Daniel's wedding day, because the final revelation would make him question the one thing he thought he could always trust. Daniel Carter was 38 years old, a successful businessman who believed he had finally found the happiness he spent years searching for. After many disappointments, Emily Carter became the person he trusted completely. She was charming, intelligent, and loved by everyone. To the outside world, she was the perfect wife. But there was one person who made Daniel's story complicated. Michael Carter, his younger brother. Michael was confident, outgoing, and always had a different relationship with Daniel. Now, after hearing Emily say she was with Michael the day before their wedding, Daniel had only one choice. Find out the truth. Was Emily hiding a betrayal? Why was Michael involved? And was Daniel's wedding day built on a lie? Before the whispers, before Daniel Carter heard those painful words, his story with Emily Carter looked like a perfect love story. Daniel was never searching for someone perfect. He was searching for someone who would stay when life became difficult. And Emily became that person. She made Daniel believe he had finally found the peace he wanted. But there was one thing Daniel never knew. Before Emily became his wife, she already had a connection with Michael Carter. A connection Daniel never fully understood. And as the wedding day moved closer, that hidden part of their past was about to come back, changing everything Daniel thought he knew about the people closest to him. Before the whispers, before Daniel Carter heard those painful words, his story with Emily Carter looked like a perfect love story. Daniel was never searching for someone perfect. He was searching for someone who would stay when life became difficult. And Emily became that person. She made Daniel believe he had finally found the peace he wanted. But there was one thing Daniel never knew. Before Emily became his wife, she already had a connection with Michael Carter. A connection Daniel never fully understood. And as the wedding day moved closer, that hidden part of their past was about to come back, changing everything Daniel thought he knew about the people closest to him. Michael Carter was not a stranger to Emily's life. Years before Daniel Carter walked into her world, Michael and Emily had already met. To everyone else, it seemed like nothing important. But there were unanswered questions Daniel never knew about. Daniel trusted Michael. He believed his brother would always protect him. He never imagined Michael could be connected to the one secret that could destroy his happiness. Then came the night before the wedding. Emily received a message that immediately changed her mood. Moments later, Michael tried calling her. She looked at the phone and ignored it. So what was really happening between Michael Carter and Emily Carter? Was Michael trying to stop the wedding? Or was Emily hiding something much bigger? And the next morning, everything changed. The morning of the wedding arrived, and everything looked perfect. Daniel Carter smiled as he watched the woman he loved prepare to become his wife. Family gathered. Guests celebrated. Everyone believed it was the beginning of a beautiful future. But behind those happy moments, Daniel was about to hear something that would change everything. While walking through the reception area, he heard voices coming from a nearby room. Then he heard Emily Carter say, "I was with your brother yesterday." Daniel froze. The woman he had just married had been with Michael Carter the day before their wedding. In that moment, every promise, every memory, and every belief Daniel had about his marriage came into question. But before Daniel could react, he heard the rest of the conversation. And what came next was something nobody at that wedding expected. Daniel Carter could not ignore what he heard. He confronted Emily Carter, demanding the truth. Emily looked at him with tears in her eyes and said something Daniel never expected. "You heard only half the conversation." Those words changed everything. Emily explained that she was with Michael Carter the day before the wedding, but not for the reason Daniel believed. She was trying to protect a secret Michael had discovered about Daniel's own past. something Daniel had never known. Suddenly, the question was no longer just about Emily and Michael. The real mystery became, what was Michael Carter hiding? And why did he keep it from Daniel until the day he got married? The truth was finally revealed. Michael Carter was not having an affair with Emily Carter. The reason he contacted her was because he discovered someone was trying to destroy Daniel Carter's life. The sentence Daniel heard suddenly had a completely different meaning. I was with your brother yesterday. But the full truth was, I was with your brother yesterday because he needed my help. Daniel realized he almost walked away from his marriage because of a few words he heard without knowing the full story. The woman he loved was not betraying him. His brother was not his enemy. But one question still remained. If Michael Carter was trying to protect Daniel, why did he keep the truth hidden until Daniel's wedding day? Sometimes the biggest misunderstandings do not come from strangers. They come from the people we trust the most. Daniel Carter thought he was about to lose Emily Carter. He thought Michael Carter had betrayed him, but the truth showed him something different. Sometimes one moment, one sentence, or one misunderstanding can change everything. Daniel almost lost the people he loved because he reacted before knowing the full story. So what would you have done if you were in Daniel Carter's position? Would you confront Emily immediately? Or would you wait until you knew the truth? Share your thoughts in the comments. And subscribe for more emotional stories filled with secrets, trust, and unexpected twists.